I'm going to show you guys how I plan on eating out. So how do I fit in cheat meals, or how do I fit in big meals if I'm gonna go out? How do I do that? And today's day of eating, it's gonna be two simple meals. I've just made the first meal, which is my morning smoothie, the one that I always make. So in here I have a cup of almond milk, 2 servings of vegan protein powder, 100 grams of frozen bananas, 1 tablespoon peanut butter, 2 servings of peanut butter powder, and a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup and water. And it just tastes so good, and this will fill me up. This is going to be my pre-workout meal. So as soon as I have this, I'm going to go train, and then we're going to have one more meal after training, and that's pretty much it. On days that that I'm going out, that I know that I'm gonna have a slightly bigger meal, or I want some flexibility with the kind of foods that I can eat, then I usually fast. I mean, fasting is a great tool to use when you know that you're going out to a restaurant with friends, or going out. And even if you're drinking, it's like drinking isn't always the best thing when it comes to building muscle, but you can drink and stay on track as long as you're tracking everything, as long as you're staying hydrated. So the plan is I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna go train. The time is 12 p.m. I think it is 12:30 p.m. So I haven't had breakfast. This is gonna be my first meal. I'm gonna have this, go train, and then I'm gonna show you guys my second meal, and that's gonna hit majority. We're gonna hit our protein. So when you're planning something like this, when you're planning to eat out, when you're trying to fit a cheat meal in, I would focus a lot more on protein. Make sure you're getting your protein in, and use high protein foods in your earlier meals. You can make a smoothie like this, and it's not always ideal to, you know, do something like this, which is why I do it every now and then. This isn't something that I do every single week, but it is a way that you can stay on track and still, have fun and live a life, because that's important. You want to still live a good life. You don't want to restrict yourself. You don't want to be a social hermit. You want to go out. You want to have fun. So this is how I do it, and this is going to be my first meal. I'm going to have this, and I will see you guys soon. So second meal, and my last proper meal. We're going to try and get as much protein as we can in this meal. So what I'm going to do, really simple meal. TVP, textured vegetable protein. We're going to use 100 grams of this, which is going to give us 60 grams of protein. Yeah, around 60 grams of protein. And some vegetables. And pretty much make like a stir fry, just cook it, and really simple meal. I'm going to show you what I do. But first, we need to dehydrate this textured vegetable protein. So I'm going to put it in a bowl and add some vegetable stock to it. Okay, so you've seen me make the last meal that I just made. It's a big meal. It's a lot of protein, but keep in mind that I'm only having the first meal and the second meal. So I've had 2 meals, and on days that I want to eat out and days that I plan to go out and have some good food, this is what I do. I save a lot of calories. So meal 1, meal 2, I have at least 1,300 calories still left over, but I've already hit 148 grams of protein. And keep in mind that this isn't ideal. You shouldn't be doing this every day, but when you want to eat out, when you want to have fun, when you want to enjoy your food, this is a good way to go. This is how I do it. I'm not saying that this is how you should do it. This is how I do it. It works for me, and it's obviously worked for me. This is what I've been doing for ages, and it's just, this is how I make cheat meals fit. If I'm going out to eat, I'm not going to eat all my meals and then eat another cheat meal on top of everything. No, I'm going to save some room for that meal, and I'm going to enjoy that meal. And this way, even when I was cutting on my transformation journey, I was still able to eat out. I was still able to go out with my friends. I was still able to fit in meals. Even if, one day I wanted a Subway, I could make room for that. I can, if I wanted to go out and just anything, have dinner with mates, go on a date, I can do that. And you can do that and you can still be on track. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to completely be a social hermit to follow this journey. This is how I do it. I make a lot of room, I make a lot of calories by eating high calorie foods, and as a vegan, soy protein is extremely high in protein, of course, and low in carbs, low in fat, so it works perfect. It honestly is. And the meal that I just made, super simple to make. I didn't even do anything. All I did was I hydrated the soy protein, I added some little bit of beef stock powder, and I cooked it with some vegetables, and then added in some curry powder. That's it, and that tastes amazing. And you eat that, and you're set. You can feel full, which is why whenever I'm doing this, I like to fast for a bit. So I like to fast in the morning, and then I had my first smoothie in the afternoon, and then I have this meal somewhere around 3 p.m. Let's say if I'm going out to eat at 6 p.m. and then at 7 p.m. I go out to eat and I enjoy myself. And of course, I still try to restrict my calories as much as I can by getting Coke Zero. It suppresses appetite a little bit, it suppresses hunger, and I love Coke. I love sugar-free soda. So Coke Zero, Pepsi Max, anything like that, I am a sucker for it. And when it comes to the food that you pick, still be, you don't want to go off the course. You don't want to get like dessert. You don't want to get like 2-3 desserts, cakes. You want to be responsible for yourself. So pick a clean option. I like to pick something with protein because it's filling, and it also, makes me feel better about the choices. I mean, it still tastes good. It's still going to taste good, but yeah. So if I'm going out to eat, let's say I'm going to a vegan restaurant, I like to get something with some soy protein or some whole foods plant-based protein. And that's it. You can still enjoy yourself. So for example, tonight I'm going to go out, I'm going to get maybe a Diet Coke, Pepsi Max, and I can literally fit any meal that I want in this room. So tonight I'm going to get some noodle soup, tofu noodle soup. And I know for sure that it's going to stay under 1,200 calories. So even though I'm going out and enjoying myself, I'm still in a massive caloric deficit. So yeah, I'm still losing weight. I'm still cutting. And like I said, this isn't something you should be doing every single day. Maybe once a week. Once a week is perfect. On the weekend, Saturday night. And you're still going to be on track. So this is how I fit in cheat meals in my day. Hope this helps. This is how I do it. I'm not saying that you should do this. I'm not saying this is the most optimal way of doing this. This is how I do it, and it works for me, and it continues to work for me. So there's that. If you guys like this, you can like this, comment down any questions you have, I'll answer it. But this is how I stay on track while still living a life.